Hey guys, Kyle Miller here with Mortgage Brokers Ottawa. Just another interesting thing came across my desk, so I thought I'd let you know. So what I had a discussion with a client last week, former client, selling her house, and they actually had someone come up to them and offer her and her partner, to buy their house, which is great. Now, before I keep going, I like working with real estate agents on a personal level. Like when I've sold and bought houses, I always felt more comfortable having a real estate agent. I did try to do one like Comfrey Grapevine once, and that was super gnarly for me. So I definitely like using the agents when it comes to doing these types of purchases. However, if you are not so inclined to do that on your deal, it doesn't make you a bad person, but just be very, very careful as to how things are done. Because back to the story, what happened to my poor clients is they took an offer in writing from their potential buyer, which was fine. And the condition, the buyer put a condition in that said, hey, we just need to sell our house. That happens all the time. Except what they forgot to do was they forgot to put in any date. But sellers signed it, my buyers signed it, my client signed it, the potential buyer signed it, and then now we're sitting there looking at it saying, well, wait a sec, what if it takes them 9 months to sell their house? It probably won't, but what if it did? Can we not accept another offer from anybody else, right? And that's when they started to get a little panicky because they're like, well, what does this mean? So that's why I'm saying, when you get into doing a private sale, if you feel that that's the route you want to go, right? Use what's at your disposal, people, information, whatever, and definitely spend the money and call your lawyer, right? Have your lawyer draw up this paper. The process itself could take a little bit longer than you're you're excited and you want to move and everybody's happy and you don't want anybody to get buyer's remorse or overthink it. I get it. But a couple $100 up front, it can save thousands of dollars in heartache and litigation down the road, right? I'm pretty sure the clients got out of this one because there's a few things that contracts need to have to make them legit. One being a time frame. Like you can't just have unless it says in there indeterminate kind of thing, like we don't know when this is going to end or start or whatever. And then there has to be a time frame. So I'm pretty sure this contract ended up being void and they would have had to reissue it because there was no time frame for when this was going to start or stop. And there needs to be something like that as a kind of get out of jail for everybody, right? Contracts are written with a beginning and end and stuff to make sure that both parties have some type of action in case the other party doesn't fulfill their action. It can't just be one-sided. And in this case, that one would have been one-sided because we would have had to wait on the buyers for infinity to actually come to us and actually buy the house. So what I'm saying again is if you wanted to go private sale, right, and you have not bought or sold about a dozen or so odd houses, then the suggestion is get with a lawyer, get with someone who knows what they're doing. So just be careful with that because you don't want to get yourself into a lot of trouble for the sake of saving a few bucks. You're already going to save a bunch of money on the commission, I get it, but to spend $300, $400, $500 to make sure that you've got an ironclad deal in place, probably well worth your time. So think about that, keep it in mind. If you have any questions about stuff like that or anything else, mortgage related, finance related, give me a shout. You can always get me on all my handles, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, email, phone, all good. And again, thanks for watching, really appreciate it. Hopefully that helps. Talk to you soon.